Welcome to Breakthrough. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to click the subscribe button followed by the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos.
Hi everybody, welcome to Breakthrough. Today we're going to talk to you, actually JoAnn and I. This is Pastor JoAnn and I'm Pastor Everett with Breakthrough Church, and we just want to invite you into a conversation that we're going to have. And what we did is we kind of went online and we found a quiz, okay? And so we're going to kind of take a quiz and then maybe talk a little bit about that. But we've been married for almost 35 years.
Yeah.
We actually met in high school. I could tell you this story, but I won't, but she doesn't want me to. You see that? That's like, please don't tell me. But no, we want to, we've been together since we were 16. So it's been a long time, a really long time.
Yes, yes, yes.
And so we just thought we'd have a little bit of fun tonight and talk to you. So we have some questions. I'll ask a question. What do you like to do to relax?
Relax. Go window shopping at stores.
That's good. I like to do nothing.
Yeah, sit in the recliner and let the cat talk to the cat.
Yeah, I talk to the cat. Yeah. What's the nicest thing anybody's ever done for you?
Anybody or oh gosh, I can't think. There's a lot. I don't know. One time you and I went down at Valentine's Day and you packed a lunch I didn't know in a little container, and we went down to the bike path and he opened the back of the car and we had food. So that was memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you one.
Okay.
These are just random. We just found them online. We haven't even looked at them till now. So, so what is your favorite cereal?
Oh, that's a good one. You know what? It's kind of a. I like Fruit Loops, and I like them because they're different colors. They're not good for you. I guess it's either that or rice Chex.
Oh, that's boring.
I know. Is it boring?
Yeah.
Fruit Loops?
Yeah, I like corn Chex.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
But my favorite, I can't think of it, but it's got it's little and it's got some like a tiger on the back or the outside
They're
of it.
great.
I don't know what it is, but I like Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
I like Frosted Flakes, so I would go with that.
Is it
I
because
guess.
they're great?
They're great?
So okay. What about what's your favorite chip? Potato chips.
My favorite is salt and vinegar.
That's disgusting.
Oh, it's great. It's like that difference. It's like, oh, it's sour. I just like it.
Yeah, I think my favorite. Well, I guess I have a lot of. I like Cheetos, not the fiery hot ones, but the other ones. And then I like the Fritos, the chili barbecue ones. Those are really good. Or just barbecue chip. I guess I like.
Yeah.
Those are my. What's the first thing you want to do in the morning when you wake up?
Go back to sleep.
I would second that one. I think that would be my first thing too. But I mean, if we're being honest, I guess I would say I like to brush my teeth.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because then I like to usually have a conversation with God. But I know He doesn't like bad breath. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody does.
Good.
No.
All right. So, what is the last thing I do before falling asleep at the end of the day?
I always check my alarm. I don't know.
Before you go to sleep?
I have to, and sometimes I'll go to sleep and then I wake up and make sure I set the alarm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this season of my life, I check on my aunt.
Yeah.
Because we have cameras there, so I make sure she's in bed. If she's not in bed, I can't sleep. But normally it's like I'm check my alarm.
Yeah.
Make sure, because I got to get up early always,
Yeah.
often.
Oh, what's the? I guess this is kind of a personal question though. What kind of deodorant do you use?
What kind of deodorant?
I mean, because you always smell so flowery fresh.
Yeah, well, there's a water store that's over by my house. I really don't know the brand name of it, but it's more natural. And I use that. I don't know. I
Yeah.
try to get unscented because
Yeah.
I just have that natural good smell.
I don't wear deodorant, so.
That might be a problem.
Let's see, what else we got here? I guess we could do something a little more personal. What's 3 things that I like about you? That's going to be. Is it okay to cry? No, I'm not going to cry. All right. 3 things I like about you, I guess, would have to be. I love the way you sing and play the piano. That's kind of one thing together, but I love that about you. I also love your heart. You have a heart for just people, and that really is a big thing because it's more about you're always giving, and you're always concerned about how people feel and what they're feeling in the moment, and that really goes a lot bigger than that because it's hospitality. And then the probably the biggest thing though is your eyes. I really love your eyes. They're just really blue eyes. I think somebody wrote a song about that. Babe has got blue eyes. It's not Christian, but that's probably that's the first thing I ever noticed about you was your eyes. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, my 3 things on the spot. That was good. You always come up with them so quick and long. He's one though that likes to write long letters. I just write one verse or one line. If you guys ever get a message from me, it's not very long. I would say I think it's the same. It's how well you speak, how well you speak to people, how you can make a conversation with somebody that's struggling, that's going through things. In a matter of just a few seconds, you can switch it around and you can change the conversation and turn it to positive, no matter what they're going through. And I would say that also the second thing is you're a very hard worker. You always take anything that's small and make it big, and you can, we always had to have big everything, big car, big, the biggest burn pile that you could ever have. But you always did everything with excellence. You would use the whole can of gasoline on the fire, because we wanted it to be big. We wanted everyone to see it. So, and I think it's your eyes too. For me, it's your eyes. For if I had a third one. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's good. So I don't know. That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah,
I have to shift just a little bit because I really want to talk just for a moment because we live our life in the now, and I was thinking about in our relationship with each other, or our relationship with you guys, or our relationship with God. It's really about what's happening right now, and sometimes the hard part, I guess, about that is we tend to bring into this now, into this moment, things that shouldn't be in the moment, and we forget about the fun.
Yeah.
The fun of really enjoying each other's company, and enjoying your company, and then also enjoying God in this moment. I mean, if we're going to have a relationship with Him, He doesn't think about, especially when we come to Him and we say, God, forgive me. So I'm going to say the greatest ingredient for living a good relationship with each other, or with God, or with you guys, it's gonna come through the doorway of forgiveness. So we have to think about, Jesus, forgive me my sins, and then He forgets about it, our sin, because He's God, okay? And we struggle to forget stuff, and then if we don't forget it, not that you can forget, I guess I should have said that different. We struggle to forgive. You're not going to forget, but if you forgive something, then you can be happy again, right? And that the mercy of God is new every day. Every day. That means I have the opportunity with God to have a brand new time with Him. Matter of fact, I think God wants to give us new things every day, but we struggle to give Him ourselves fully. So that if we don't give ourselves fully to Him, then we end up sacrificing the now for something that's old, right? And so I was reading this verse, Ephesians 4, verse 26. If you have it, it's in the Bible. But it says something really powerful. It says, "Be angry, but don't sin." And I always like that. That it's like God frees you up to be angry about something, because anger is. I always explain it like this: anger is an emotion given to us by God. It's something that He gave us. I think it's we can see it in God. That same anger that we feel sometimes is in God, but God always He will restrain Himself or hold Himself back. It's the kindness of God that leads us to repentance. Yeah. All right, but it's His choice sometimes to hold back His anger from us when we deserve it, really, because He loves us and He wants what's best for us. And so if we're going to be angry, I think we have to. It says don't sin, but shouldn't we use the power? Because anger gives you such power. It's there to run or to fight. That's what it's there for. And so in the now, okay, especially when we feel anger now, we should really use that to choose to do what God wants in our life, and not to choose what we want, and to understand the difference, and then not push the anger down, but use it to become new or be now in the now. And so I said it a week ago or so, but I said the doorway, the offspring of faith is always surrender. And so when I trust God with something, I have to surrender myself, even if it's my anger or my whatever. I surrender myself to let God be God, and to trust Him. And so really, I guess one of the greatest secrets, I just kind of went right around it, but one of the greatest secrets in our relationship is that God is in it. Yeah. It's
very important.
Yeah. Because none of us are perfect. That's why we need God, right? Mm-hmm. And if we allow Him in the middle of it, what'll happen is something good.
Yeah, because if you don't have God in the center, you're going to run to something. Yes. And it's usually sin. Yes. Or it's the wrong thoughts, it's the wrong mindset. But if you keep God's center, you can run to Him and tell Him what's going on, and then He will help you. Yeah. By even His scriptures, by praying. Yep. And seeking Him will help this relationship.
That's right. That's really good. Yeah. And so we anyways, 35 years in September. Yeah. That's going to be awesome. So, yeah. And so I'm looking forward to another 35 years, and it'll be really good. So we're excited, and we really appreciate you guys joining up with us, and we're excited about all that God is doing.
Can I say one thing?
Absolutely.
In that 35 years, towards the beginning of marriage, we had some bananas. Talking about relationships and how do you get through this. But we had some bananas sitting on top of the refrigerator, and they started to get rotten, and they started running down the side of the refrigerator. And I told him, because we worked a lot, and that he should throw them away, and he's saying I should throw them away. And pretty soon they were really running, and then they were all over, like, I don't know if they even went on the floor. I don't remember that, but ladies, you just got to give in and just throw them away, because he never did it.
I think that was I remember that because I remember saying to you, hey, the bananas are rotten, and you were stubborn. And I was like, okay, let's see who's stubborner.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember the flies. Do you remember the flies?
No, I don't remember the flies.
They were flying around in the kitchen. In the kitchen. I mean, we hadn't been married even a year yet.
Yeah, no.
And it was like, I was like, you know, and then I said it in my heart, I'm not going to throw those bananas away. They can rot off of the refrigerator. That was my actual word.
I think it was.
And so it was really a struggle. And you know what? I think it was dumb.
Yeah, it was. It was immature.
It was very.
Well, we were only 19.
Yeah, we were 19.
So, you know,
yeah.
that's what happens.
and you know, the thing I guess we always did. We've always had the same checking account.
Yeah.
You know, we've always. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to read these quick because, but it says, I wrote down a few things that I was thinking, but it's because he asked me, what is the secrets to relationship? And it was give space to each other and respect each other, stay positive, be thoughtful, and support each other. I put this one down. Put your cell phone down when we're together, when you're together, when you're with other people, because that's one of the things that relationships. Because I know when I'm with older people, if I'm on my cell phone, you know, they don't have anybody but you, and they don't even have a cell phone. So that's really important. And then be yourself. And even, you know, share this. The one I had is give each other space. I wrote down, well, I have my own blanket, and he has his own blanket. And it might be weird, but it's nice to just, you know, have your own space. Sometimes you just want to, you know, like, yeah. And sometimes you need that space, you know, when you come home and the other person's not in a good mood, or you're at work and the other person's not in a good mood so much. Give them space. Let them have their blanket, you know, let them have their time, and then they'll come back around.
Yeah, that's good. And so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if you enjoyed this conversation. We'd like to have some more like this, maybe about some other topics. But we wanted to be a little more intimate with you, and to really just invite you in to a little bit more about who we are, and as pastors. I mean, some of you look to us for answers, and you know, we love God with all of our heart, and we are, you know, called to do what God has called us to do. But sometimes it's just to be human with you, and so we're excited about this broadcast, and we look forward to connecting with you. If you go to mybreakthrough.online, that's just one word, mybreakthrough.online, and or whatever platform you're viewing this from, we would love to hear from you. Leave comments. Connect with us, and we're just excited about what God is doing, and we're excited together, and we'll see where God will take us. But I know it's going to be something amazing. Amen. So, amen.
Amen.
All right. God bless you. Have a good night.